Hey everybody, I'm so sorry I'm a few minutes late. I am going to share this in the parties that I have going on, so give me a moment so I can share that. So it has been kind of a crazy last hour or so. We are in the process of moving, finally closing on our home next week, but there's so many people you have to call. And so I'm like constantly calling people, and then you're on hold for like an hour, and it's just on and on. So I'm so sorry I'm a few minutes late. I'm gonna share this in my party. It doesn't look like anyone's on yet, so that's good. All right, we are successfully shared to two different things. Hey, Summer. Okay, so we are going to cook Italian again. If you watch any of my videos, you might see a trend that I am an Italian lover. So sorry if you've seen this recipe before, but you'll see it a second time and see how it works. I am making ziti. It technically, I guess, is like a 2-cheese ziti, but the recipe says 3. I don't know where the third one comes. But I'm gonna make a ziti. We're gonna make garlic bread and salad. And if I have time, I might make a little dessert, because who doesn't love dessert? But I'm gonna start off with garlic bread. I have biscuit dough. The recipe I have is a Pamper Chef recipe, and they're little garlic bread bites. Uh-oh, it just said that we're gonna die. I gotta plug up my phone. Good thing I have a charger right here. All right, so what I have right here are some biscuits. We're gonna use biscuit dough because I couldn't find any French bread dough in the refrigerated section, but I'm gonna use a pizza cutter, and I'm just gonna cut this biscuit dough into little pieces, and we're gonna put it in the small rectangular baker. Oh wait, 1 second. Before we put that in the baker, we need to oil our rectangular baker. So I'm gonna use our kitchen spritzer. There's been a lot of you who've been asking questions about the kitchen spritzer. It's very simple to use. Let me release the pressure so I can show you. All you have to do is take the top and pump it to build up the pressure. I have olive oil in here. You can infuse oils. You can add herbs to your oil. You can use any kind of oil you want. And you're just going to spray it. Carter, bring it to me if you want me to fix it, baby. It's a substitute for using a non-stick cooking spray. Carter, bring it to me if you want me to fix it, baby. That way you don't have all these extra preservatives and other things. It's just straight olive oil. So we are going to put our little biscuit nuggets, I guess you can call them, in our small rectangular baker. The rectangular baker comes in 3 different sizes. There's the small, medium, and large. The small is perfect for, almost got my finger there, for things like this where you're just making a small amount of something. I use it to make brownies in the microwave. I've used it for that before in one of my videos. But today we're gonna make garlic bread. So what I have is on the side right here is some melted butter with garlic and some Italian seasoning. And once we have all of these biscuit pieces cut up, we are going to brush that on top and put it in the oven. We're gonna make some little bites where you just pull it apart. It's like a pull apart bread. I'm just squishing it all in there. So we have all these little bites. We're gonna take our silicone brush and mix up, it's just melted butter. Like I said, we have some Italian seasoning. It's Pampered Chef. It is gluten-free if you have a gluten-free home. And I have some garlic in here, and I'm just gonna brush it on top of all these biscuits. we're gonna put this in the oven. I'm starting it off with this because sometimes I forget about the garlic bread, and then who wants to wait for dinner like another 20 minutes for garlic bread? I end up not making it. But I've really been wanting to try these little pull-apart pieces. I'm just gonna put that all over the top. It doesn't tell me that there's anyone watching, but obviously I have at least one person. So if you are here, if you're watching, give me a heart, give me a like, give me something so I know that you're here. All right, we're just gonna put the rest of that all on top. And we're gonna stick this in the oven for, it's gonna start off at 13 minutes on 350. That's what the biscuit dough says. And again, this is the small rectangular baker. This actually can go in the microwave as well because it's made of stone. So we're gonna set that timer for 13 minutes, and I'm gonna get this rock crock heated up. I'm using the rock crock today. This is the Dutch oven size. A lot of you were asking about the different sizes. This one holds 4 quarts. It's not the largest. The largest one is the extra large, and it's 8 quarts, so it's double this size. But this is the Dutch oven. The best thing about the rock crock is that it goes in so many different ways. You can cook different things in it because it goes on the stove top. It goes in the oven. We're gonna put it under the broiler in just a little while. It goes, it can go on a grill. It goes in the freezer or the fridge. A lot of times if I have a lot of leftovers, I will just put the cover on and put it in the fridge. And instead of dirtying something else, because it's okay to go in there, and it even goes in the freezer. So it's really great product because it's so, it goes in so many different ways. So we are going to cut up some onions. I'm gonna use the chopper. So in the game, in the parties, this or that. Some of you guys were like, oh, I want the chopper. Some of you guys said I'd want the manual food processor. The best part about both of these is, one, you can chop up your veggies, very easy, but there's not just vegetables. You can do a lot more. So today I'm going to use the chopper for to chop up my onions, but for those of you who are more interested in the manual food processor, you can chop up your veggies, but you can also make guacamole and things like that. So we're just gonna put our onion underneath there and pump the top. What, baby? Okay, you play it, baby. Sorry, you guys, Blaine is still at work, so it is just me and the little guy. Carter, say hi to everybody. Say hi. All right. Good job. You go play it, baby. So you just pump it a few times, and then you can see how it's minced in these small little pieces. And we're cutting this right now on a flexible cutting mat. I've used the food chopper to cut up different types of nuts. Baby, you're gonna have to go play by yourself. I'm sorry, I'll play with you in just a little while, okay? You can use the food chopper to do all different types, cutting up different types of veggies, fruit even, it like mashes it up. But this is the food chopper that a lot of you were saying many things about. Hello, Miss Arlene, how are you doing tonight? We are going to transfer these onions over to the stove real fast. Notice the flexible cutting mat, I can just move it right along over here. Oops, I just got onion on the stove. But it's easy to transfer all of that. We're gonna let those onions start to mix up. So while that happens, this should be a little bit hotter. Let me get, oh sorry, I forgot the Italian sausage. This recipe, we're making a ziti. It is gonna have an Italian sausage in it. I like to use the sweet Italian sausage. Just my personal preference. Baby, go sit down. we are having a, hey Michelle, we are having a Italian night. Surprise! If you don't watch I Love Italian, so you guys probably noticed that because I make Italian quite a bit. Isn't necessarily the best for you, but it tastes delicious. So we're making Italian. We just put garlic bread in the oven, and we are about to make a one-pot meal wonder. I love one-pot recipes. 1, less dishes. 2, super easy, and 3, they're always delicious, so why not use them? So this one-pot recipe will have Italian sausage as the meat of the pasta, and we're gonna have 2 different types of cheeses, mozzarella and Parmesan, and it has a tomato base as well, but it's also creamy. It's like one of those tomato creamy type pastas. All right, so we have our garlic bread. This is not heating up as fast as I want it to, but I'm going to move you guys over so you can see as I start this process. So like I said, the rock crock, we're gonna use it. I was gonna use the rock crock to make a cake tonight, but then I forgot I was using it on the stove, so I can't use it for 2 different things at the same time. So I'm not gonna make the cake, but another day you can watch a video, I'll make a cake. Okay, so we are gonna add our Italian sausage to the pan. I don't like to touch it because it's, no, flip it around. You got the paper still on there. Okay, I'm gonna have to touch it and just wash my hands because I can't get that paper off without it. Here's a little tip, you guys. If you're just starting to cook, don't cook paper with whatever meat you're cooking. It's not good for you. All right. We're gonna use our mix and chop. I've used this for what I'm about to do now, where you mix and chop up your meat. All you have to do is twist as you go around, mixing up your ground meat, or this is a ground sausage, whatever it may be. But I've also used this to mash potatoes before, for mashed potatoes. I actually just recently threw out my potato masher because this works a lot better than the one that I had. And then I like that I don't have to hack away at the meat here. All I have to do is twist, and it's super easy. I don't know why this is not heating up faster. So for this recipe, we are going to brown this sausage. Normally the sausage doesn't really give off any grease, so I don't ever really have to drain it, but if you need to drain it, you can do that once it's done. Okay, we're gonna let that brown. It seems like it's taking a little while, so I'm gonna bring you back over here, and we're gonna shred some mozzarella cheese. All right, I'll move you all right here. Okay, so we have some mozzarella. So I say every time I make a different cooking video, I still have someone that says, oh, I just can't shred my own cheese because I don't have time for that. I totally understand. Right now it's summertime for me, so I have more time. But during the school year when I'm working, like, I don't get home until 6 o'clock. And I still have to cook dinner, and I have to get ready for the day, for the next day, and make lunches and all of that. So I totally get it. But it's not very difficult to shred your own cheese when you have a cheese shredder that is sharp and works well. So we have the microplane cheese grater. It has a cover so that you don't cut yourself when you're pulling it out of the drawer, wherever you put it. And the handle actually comes out to be like a tent style, or you can have it flat where you can shred cheese on top of whatever you are eating. Now you can go right at it and shred, but you have to watch your fingers because this is extremely sharp. Believe me, I have accidentally cut myself on it once before. Or you can use our safety guard. I'm going to move this back to the tent style. You can use the safety guard and you just slide it right on, and you can take a piece of cheese like this, put it right in there, and you're going to put your safety guard over it, and all you have to do is slide up and down. You can have your kids help you. Very easy, especially with a soft cheese like mozzarella. Let me move you back some so you can see. Mozzarella is very soft, it's very easy to grate. Parmesan is a harder cheese to grate. It takes a little more time, but it's still, you have to push down hard with it, and with the safety guard, it makes that a lot simpler, because without it, you're risking cutting your fingers. So we're gonna stick this other one in. I only need about a cup of mozzarella for this, so we are going to shred that up. So if you are watching, let me know what you had for dinner. Let's see, that's on my wish list. Yes. So what's on my wish list is the, this is the microplane, but there is a, what is it called? It's like even smaller sections, so it works even better, like with Parmesan cheese. I can't think of what it's called right now, but it's one just like this, but the little grating sections are smaller. Let me mix this up real quick. Now, if you're following along in my parties right now, you might have saw one of the little kitchen tips, which I thought was super cool. If you are baking and you need softened butter, like I am a huge baker, and I can't tell you, even though I've baked, I mean, I've baked wedding cakes and all kind of things, but even though I've baked so much, I still sometimes forget to soften my butter. I mean, how many of us forget to soften our butter? I know I do all the time. And then I try and soften it in the microwave with the special section that says soften, but then it still melts it, and then it ruins everything. And it's just a mess. So I saw a tip, and if you're in my parties, you may have saw me post it, that if you want softened butter, all you need to do is grate the butter, and then it'll soften quicker because they're smaller sections, which I thought was super cool. Okay, this is more than enough than what we need. So we are gonna move this over to the side. Sometimes you have little pieces of cheese left, which is perfectly fine. You can save it for later, you can eat it. A lot of times I eat it because why have good cheese go to waste? I love cheese. I'm gonna move this over here to the side. I'm gonna move you back over to the stove. So our meat is almost brown. So in our meat mixture, and we don't have any grease in here, because this sausage that I buy isn't very fatty. It doesn't have anything to really drain, so I'm just gonna leave that. We are gonna add some garlic to it. So this is one of my all-time favorite gadgets. It is the garlic press. And what I love about this garlic press is I don't have to peel garlic. It's incredible. I have these garlic cloves right here, peeling on them. All I have to do is put it right in there, drop it in, and press it down. Squeeze. Ooh, I just touched the bottom. I went to put the fan on. And it comes right out. If the peeling gets stuck, all you have to do is use what I call a little Barbie brush right here. We're just going to scrape it out. This is really stuck. You just pull it out. Very easy. I'm going to actually do 4 cloves of garlic, so this is a big one. Stick it in there in case you missed it the first time. This is a really big one. I'm going to have to squeeze hard. You just squeeze. No, I don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze this one. This might actually be 2 in 1. Oh, man, I can't get this one out. I guess that one was not a good demo. Oh, yeah, I have 2 in 1. So, little note, do 1 at a time. Don't try and do 2 because it's going to contradict itself. You just squeeze it and it comes right out. Pull that peeling out. Put a clove. Squeeze. And it comes right out. I don't know who's watching, if it's AJ or Ethel, but whoever it is, hello. Super easy. We're going to take that peeling out. Now, what else is awesome about the little Barbie brush that I call it that comes with this garlic press is if when you go to clean it, things get stuck. Well, first let's pull all that off. You can use it to get all the extra off. But if things get stuck, you can use the little bristles. They fit right in there. Sorry, there's a lot of steam coming from our meat here. So we are going to mix that up. And this goes in the dishwasher. Oh, both is washing. Great. This is in the dishwasher. Super easy. Just toss it in there and it's good to go. All right, to our meat, we're going to add some seasoning. I'm Cajun, so I add Tony's to everything. Let me close that. I own Tony's to everything, so I'm not endorsed by them. I just like to add it to everything. It's in my blood, I guess. I'm gonna add some salt. And I'm gonna add some pepper. And we're gonna mix that up. Okay, this recipe calls for a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. I do not have any crushed, I have 1 can of crushed tomatoes, but I bought the wrong size, so I'm also going to add some petite diced tomatoes. I'm actually gonna move you over here for 1 moment because we are going to open up this can with a Pampered Chef can opener. Now this is a lot different from a can opener you might be used to because a lot of can openers go on the side. This one's not the same. It goes right on top. And the reason being is it does not cut the can, it unseals the can. So there's no sharp edges when you're done with it. A lot of people say they love this product. They've had it for years and years. And kids can help with this too in the kitchen. You kind of feel it release when it's going all the way around. You turn it the other way and they have like these little, call it like bird mouth right here, to pull that top off. And no sharp edges. You can touch the side and you can feel it, there's no sharp edges. I'm gonna put that in our mixture. We'll put that down some. And I have some diced tomatoes. Okay, I think we need a little more time on our bread. Hey, Mama J! I'm glad you're able to watch. I know you were wondering when my next one was. Let's see. Tony's. Yes, you gotta put Tony's on everything if you're from South Louisiana. I don't think I went all the way around. All right. Like I said, it comes right off. No sharp edges. It's great. We're gonna put that in there. Like I said, this is a 1-pot recipe I'm making. It is they call it a baked ziti. It doesn't really go in the oven for very long. But what's great about it is I can put, I'm gonna move you guys back over here. I can put everything I need in this 1 pot and cook, even including the noodles. So before I add noodles and water to cook down and finish, I am going to add some more seasoning. I'm gonna add a little bit of basil. It calls for fresh basil, but I didn't have any. I'm gonna add a little bit of crushed red pepper. And that same Pampered Chef Italian seasoning that I used for the garlic bread, I'm going to put in here as well. Notice that it's gluten-free. A lot of our seasonings are gluten-free, which is really great if you have any type of gluten allergy in your home. Let's see who else. Hello, Elizabeth. Thanks for joining us. If you're just joining in, we're having an Italian dinner tonight. Baked ziti, garlic bread, and I'm gonna make a little salad. And if there's any time, I'm gonna show you guys how you can make a personal cake in that ceramic egg cooker, since so many of you guys have been asking about it. So I the recipe has amounts. I kind of just eyeball it. So what we're gonna do is we have our sauce here and it's gonna have to cook, but we want it to cook with our pasta. I couldn't find any ziti pasta, so I have penne. And we're gonna put the pasta in here with 3 cups of water. And we're gonna let that boil and simmer for about 12 minutes or so. I only need 12 ounces, so I don't need the whole thing. I'm gonna do about that much. I'm gonna use our measure-all to measure 3 cups. This is 2 cups, so I'm gonna need 1 whole one of these. So what do you guys have for dinner? Are you having Italian? Are you having Mexican or Asian cuisine? That's 2 cups. The mix in chopped. I'm gonna add 1 more cup of water. All right. Now what's great about the measure-all is that you can do liquids like I just did on this side. There's even a little pour spout right here. And that's all of the blue numbers. But if you wanted to do dry ingredients, that's the red numbers. You're gonna flip it over and you're actually gonna push that that cup down and you're going to measure. What's great with these are like if you have like peanut butter or something else that's pasty or something that is somewhat thick, it's easy to measure it here, and then you just push it through and then you wipe off anything that's left. And I love, absolutely love the Measure-All. Okay, so we are gonna put the fire up on here to get it to a boil. Because essentially what you're doing is you are cooking the noodles, but what's great about it is that the noodles are cooking in that great bake sauce. And so the flavor is so much better than making your noodles separate and having them mixed with a sauce. Because when you have it separate and you mix it with a sauce, it's good. But if you make the noodles in the sauce, then it's even more flavorful. I love that about one pot recipes. So while that is boiling, we are going to make a salad. So I need some romaine. I'm actually going to put my salad in the classic batter bowl because it has a lid. There's also a small batter bowl. I like to call it the baby because it's so much cuter, it's smaller. But it's easier for me to show you in this one. That one also has a lid, the small batter bowl. But I can store the rest of my salad in the fridge since it has a lid, and I love that about it. I have some romaine lettuce, and guys, if you have questions as I'm going through products, please ask them. If there's anything that I used, maybe I talked about it too fast, or I didn't explain a part of it and you were interested, please let me know. I'll stop and explain it for you. Okay, so we are going to make salad, and I'm going to use this salad chopper. Someone asked the question in one of the parties earlier this week, do they ever dull? Well, I found out something new about these that I didn't realize before. One, they have a lifetime warranty. So if they were to dull or they're not working as well as you think they should, then just let me know, and then I can contact home office and you can get a brand new one for no charge because they have a lifetime warranty. Also, they're dishwasher safe. I've been washing these things by hand because I didn't know they were dishwasher safe. I should be better at that. But we are going to use them to cut up some lettuce. I'm going to chop it right off the heart of the romaine here. Oh, 1 second, you guys. I forgot about the garlic bread. We're going to burn it if I don't take it out of the oven. That's our garlic bread, our pull-apart garlic bread that we did a little earlier. Let me get this up to a boil. Sorry to cut off our salad making. Forgot about that. Okay. So we are going to use our salad choppers like scissors. You put your hand right in this section, but it's kind of backwards. And I'm going to chop off this section of lettuce. I'm not going to make a ton of salad because my husband is not a salad eater. It's really just me. So I'm just going to do this one heart of romaine. So I'm going to chop it off of there. And then I'm just going to go around the bowl and just chop. And you can make your lettuce as shredded as you want. But the beauty about these salad choppers is you can't be deceived by the name. They are used for so much more than salad. So much more. And if you had like broccoli or something else that's easily cut, you can throw in here and chop along with your salad. It's great. But I actually use these more for chicken. If I'm making fajitas, or I need to cut up a chicken to put in a jambalaya, or when I need to shred up chicken for any reason, I use these and they go so fast. I also use these. My son's almost 3 and he still needs his food chopped. So I use these to chop up like his spaghetti and things like that. They're great for that. There's a little lock on them so you can close it and put the lock on to go into your drawer so that you don't cut yourself. It protects it. You have the spoon side that helps with the curvature of the bowl, and then you have the 2 blades, and it has 2 blades so it cuts faster, more efficient. This is probably one of my absolute favorite products, and now that I know that it goes in the dishwasher, I'm so excited because that means I don't have to wash it by hand anymore. I'm never washing these things by hand again. So we have our lettuce. I'm gonna put that on the side because next I'm going to cut up some cucumber and tomatoes. Let me check these noodles for a moment here. I'll stir them up. Put a timer so I don't forget about them. Alrighty. Okay, so in my salad, I'm gonna add some cucumber and I'm gonna add some tomato. First, I want to take the skin off the cucumber. I have the serrated peeler right here. I used to hate peeling potatoes and cucumbers and everything else, but once I got this serrated peeler, it cuts so fast and easy. It's like no effort into it. I don't mind as much because it makes it a lot simpler. I'm gonna cut these ends off. It makes it so much simpler. I just had like a cheap, no name, whatever type of peeler before, and it just like, it always like turned and I had to constantly fix it and it was annoying. But the serrated peeler, like look how fast that was. And it's already peeled, super quick. We're gonna use the quick slice to get nice slices of cucumber and dice up a tomato. The quick slice is a really cool little gadget. I'm gonna show you. First, we need a flat surface. So I'm gonna cut this cucumber to get a flat surface. And there we go. And all I have to do is take the top and we're gonna rock it back and forth. And I get all these beautiful slices of cucumber. So if you meal prep, this is something perfect for those who like to meal prep because you can do a lot in no time. So I'll just put them all in there, why not? I'm also gonna do a tomato. With the tomato, I wanna dice into small pieces. So I'm gonna show you how I do that. First, I'm gonna take those ends off of there. And I want a flat surface. It works best if whatever you're cutting has a flat surface. I'm gonna do one piece at a time. We're just going to rock it back and forth. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna turn it the opposite way. Then I'll rock it back and forth again. And I get all these little diced up pieces. Oh, I had a piece fall in there. And then what's great is that this little section comes off and it catches all those extra little seeds and things. So you don't have to have it on top of a cutting mat if you didn't want. Rock it back and forth. I have individual slices, so if you wanted slices for like hamburgers or something, that works great. Or if you want it diced up for tacos or salad or whatever, then you dice it up and you have little pieces. So like I was talking a whole bunch and doing this, but look, I have all this salad and it's done in like literally a minute. If you want to add anything else to it, sometimes I add carrots. I didn't have a carrot today. Let me mix this up real quick. I didn't have a carrot today, but I'll show you what I use for carrots. This is called the Veggie Stripper, and I use this to make zucchini noodles. I use this to shred up carrots for my salad, and all you do is take your vegetable and go back and forth on it. And these little sections make either your veggie noodles or depending which way you put your thing. So I do use this sometimes for carrots, but I did not have any carrots today. So we are only waiting on our noodles, and I have the garlic bread done. let me turn it up a little bit. I have the garlic bread done, I have salad done, and we're just waiting on noodles. So once the noodles are done, we're going to add some heavy whipping cream and some Parmesan cheese. And then after we mix all that together, we're gonna add some mozzarella cheese, and we're gonna stick it under the broiler. So since I have a few extra minutes, I kind of figured I would, since it doesn't take much time to make a salad, I was going to make something in this ceramic egg cooker. Now this, and I have 2 parties going on right now, and in both parties there have been so many questions about this little thing. What's so great about it is you can put eggs in here, you can mix them up, put them in the microwave, scrambled eggs you can leave. On the go, you have this little holder right here so you don't burn your hands. It's great for that. To be honest, I've only made eggs in here 1 time, and I mainly make these little flourless chocolate cakes. I've probably made them in like 4 different live videos so far, so if you've watched my live videos, you've seen this already. But it's just, they're so good and they're so rich and yummy. So I'm gonna make one tonight to show you that you can also do other things. You can make oatmeal in this. You can make, what else? I'm sorry guys, I gotta put another Mickey Mouse on because Blaine is not home from work yet, and so it's me and the little guy. So you can make, I even have different recipes for like a muffin or like a little individual amount of macaroni and cheese. So like if you're a college student or you know college students who live in a dorm and make everything out of their microwave, I've been there, done that. This is an amazing item for them. And it kind of does what a mug can do, but it's more efficient because you have the lid with the little steam hole right here to release the steam, and then it's a little bit bigger so it holds it better, and then you have the grip so that you don't burn yourself, which is great. We're gonna put this, I have chocolate chips and some milk in here, and we're gonna put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Does anybody have questions so far? Concerns? What's your favorite item? You can tell me what you use in your kitchen this week as Pampered Chef, or maybe you're new to Pampered Chef and something's really piqued your interest. Share it with us. Turn these around. These are almost done. Okay, whenever the chocolate chips come out in 2 seconds, we're going to stir it with our little mini scraper. Essentially, when you have chocolate chips and some type of milk together, you're making like a ganache. So that's what it makes. I actually didn't even need the top on there, but so we're gonna mix up that ganache that we just made, and we're only gonna add 2 more ingredients. We're gonna add an egg yolk, and we're gonna add, I believe it's a half a teaspoon of cocoa. Let me double check that that's correct so that I don't mess this up. All right. Yeah, oh, it's a half a tablespoon. I'm glad I checked because I would have had that wrong. Let me get my tablespoon out. My half tablespoon is dirty, so we're gonna have to eyeball it with this tablespoon measure. All right. So we're going to put an egg yolk. I'm gonna kind of mix this back and forth. So we got an egg yolk in there. And then we want a half a tablespoon of powdered sugar. It's about a half a tablespoon right there. And we're gonna mix that up. And we are going to put that back in the microwave for 45 seconds. Now, if it's not done in 45 seconds, you kind of just add 10-second intervals until it looks right. It's a flourless cake, so if you can't have flour in your diet, this is great. It has chocolate chips, it has milk, it has cocoa powder, and an egg yolk. Not a whole egg, just an egg yolk. So we're gonna put this in for 45 seconds. Our noodles are almost done. noodles are almost done. Nobody has questions for me? You have to have at least one question. I've used a ton of things so far. If you're just coming in, I've used the Rock Crock so far as what our pasta is cooking in. I have the small rectangular baker. That's what our garlic bread is in. I have the classic batter bowl, our salad's in there. To make the salad, we used the quick slice. Carter, baby, that's enough. Watch Mickey Mouse. We have our quick slice. We cut our veggies with. And we had our salad choppers that we chopped all that with. I'm sorry, you guys. Give me 1 second while I fix this thing. Come see Carter. Let me fix it for you, baby. I'm sorry. Blaine is at work, and this little guy is wanting mama's attention. All right, buddy. There you go. Okay, it's gonna load. Give it a second to load. All right, let's mix up these noodles. Carter, you wanna say hi to everybody? You wanna come say hello? No? All right, I believe these are almost done. You know that these are finished. I'm gonna move you guys over so you can see. In one pot recipes that have pasta, a lot of times you can see when it's almost done because the pasta really starts to show itself because it's starting to suck up all of that juice that's in there. So this is looking really nice. I'm gonna put a little noodle on the side so we can try it in a second. All right. Hello, Haley. How are you doing tonight? Thank you guys for joining in while I cook dinner tonight. I'm gonna check out our cake. It's still a little wet on top, so I'm gonna put it another 10 seconds. And then we're gonna let that sit. Another thing I used tonight, if you didn't see, was the food chopper. We used that, and you might say this is a ton of dishes, but it all goes in the dishwasher. That is the beauty of all of this. It goes in the dishwasher, which is great. We'll put our lid on top of our salad and put that on the side. And let's check this. All right, those noodles are almost done. All right. So, what we're gonna add to the noodles, like I said before, we're gonna add some heavy whipping cream, and we're gonna add some Parmesan cheese. I don't remember exactly how much. It's a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. We're gonna use our Measuron cup again to put a half a cup. Let's see. Oh, it features the egg cooker. I haven't even seen that. What else does it say? Has recipes for the omelets that you can make. Yes, you can make omelets in the mini ceramic egg cooker because you can add whatever you want to the eggs. You can make poached eggs. You can make poached eggs with the ceramic egg cooker. I've had a friend who's done that and sent me pictures. I haven't tried it yet, but I have heard you have to pierce the yolk. All right, so we are going to bring it back over here and move the lid. And we're gonna add heavy whipping cream and Parmesan cheese to the masterpiece of pasta in front of you. So delicious. You can really see, uh-oh, I have 10% of battery left, but that's fine. I can plug it up and go back over there. You can see that this is really, so the noodles are sucking up all that juice. We're gonna put some heavy whipping cream in there. We're gonna mix that real well. I'm gonna put the broiler on for a moment while I mix all this up. You're gonna notice our pasta start to, not the pasta, but the sauce is gonna change color a bit because not only is it tomato pasta, but we do have some cream in there. We're gonna add some Parmesan cheese, 3/4 of a cup. Sorry guys, I had a phone call coming in. All right, we're gonna mix all that in there. And next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that mozzarella cheese right on top, and I'm gonna stick it in the oven under the broiler. Because remember, our rock crock can go under the broiler, it can go in the oven, it can go on the stovetop, in the freezer, in the fridge. It can go in the dishwasher. It's so durable with different types of heat because it's made out of ceramic, and ceramic is fired in a kiln at high temperatures. So it makes it a lot more durable. Some of them even go on the grill. So I am going to use my oven mitts. These are Pampered Chef oven mitts as well. I love how high they come up because they kind of cover that burn zone. I burn myself way too much. And we're going to stick this under the broiler. Now, this is kind of exciting because this is actually like my live cooking video in my last one in this apartment, because we're finally closing on our home next week, and so you guys get to see different scenery from this point. So all we're doing now is we're waiting on the pasta, and this little cake is almost cool where I can show it to you. If you have any questions, this is the time to ask. Please ask. I love to answer your questions. I'm sorry, y'all. I think he forgot that I had a live video and he keeps calling me. So if it's freezing, that's what's going on. But if, I'm trying to clean off this little scraper so I can pop it out of there for you. But if you have any questions, this is definitely the time to ask. Also, those of you who are in the parties, the last time to order, this party does close on Saturday. So you have on Saturday until midnight to make any purchases that you may want to help out your hostess. Also, if you would like to host your own party, this month you get double rewards. So once you get to a certain part of the reward bracket, you get double on top of that. My sister had double rewards when she hosted her party, and she had $400 in free products, which is absolutely amazing. So if you want to host your own party, please send me a message, comment, whatever it may be. I still have dates available for June, and it's so simple. A Facebook party, you invite your friends, and then you play along, and you have the chance of getting free and discounted products. So if you want more things in your kitchen, but it's just not a good time right now to purchase any, then why not try and get them for free? I did it before I was a consultant, and I had $200 of a shopping spree. So that's also something to think about as well. And that's still bubbling underneath there. We are gonna pop this little baby out of here. Hopefully I can get it to come out and it look cute. Last time I was able to do it, and it was super cute little cake. Oh, here we go. Not all of it came out though. There's still some left in here. We have a little cake, and I'm gonna put some powdered sugar on top. Our little sugar shaker here. Oh wait, I have to take the lid off. It's not gonna work with the lid's on. And we can put some powdered sugar right on top of there, and look how cute that little cake is. Oh, I got a little piece of chocolate rolling around there. But this little personal chocolate flourless cake, it's so rich. It tastes like a lava cake. It's delicious. And then we have garlic bread. Remember our pull-apart garlic bread. We have salad, and then our pasta, which is broiling right now. Let's see if it's done. We have our, I can't really put it sideways because it'll start to come out, but we have our broiled pasta, and I will definitely post a picture of it when I have it on my plate before I indulge. But let's see, Darlene is interested in seeing the catalog. Yes, I do catalog parties. So also, if you would like to, if you want to do a catalog party, if you're not in the area, I can mail you a catalog or a couple, and you can show them to your friends in case you don't want to do it on Facebook. I also do fundraisers, so if you have an organization that you need to raise money for, I do fundraisers as well. So Summer, I'll definitely get you all the information for that. And if you guys have any more questions, please comment below. I'll answer them as soon as I see them. And thank y'all for joining me for dinner. And now I'm going to enjoy my Italian dinner tonight. So thank you guys for joining in. You have a great night.